Okay, so you don't fit into your benchmark for drinking water. So if you only drink 2 to 3 litres of water a day, and the benchmark's 3.7 litres per day. So obviously you're going to have to start trying to keep an eye on that, because dehydration, even mild dehydration, can affect your concentration, reaction time, and energy levels. So overall, you need to maintain your weight and improve, and maybe even improve it by making changes in your diet. Maybe even focus more on your classes. Make sure you're doing all your exercises properly and you're doing enough of them, and you're just trying hard in class. And I mean like your exercise sessions, you know? Yeah. That's what I mean by class, sorry. And then obviously we're going to move on to the mental health now. So you got a score of 57, which puts you in the middling section, which means you were doing fine, but you still want to boost your well-being and aim to move towards flourishing. So basically there is like the 3 sections is languishing, middling, and then flourishing. You're middling. So basically, you're very good at feeling optimistic about the future, confident, and you have good self-esteem. You feel loved and supported. This shows that you have strong self-belief, so you feel good about yourself, and you have good relationships with your family and friends. Then also you feel cheerful, you said, and you're able to feel relaxed. It shows that you can manage stress well, and you also knew what makes you cheerful. You said it was training and spending time with friends, so that's a great way to. And I think it's great that you know how to do that. And then, so overall, basically your key strengths: confidence, optimism, control over your emotions, and social relationships. And then your areas of improvement. So basically, I asked you how often do you have energy to spare. You rated it 2. So I thought it was because you might have not had good mental health, like something was going on to make you not feel motivated. Then I asked you what was causing this, and you said it was probably just because of sleep. But you also told me that you got 8 to 10 hours of sleep, which fits into the benchmark perfectly. So you get the right amount of sleep. So I don't know if it's because you don't keep track of your sleep, or if it's because you didn't feel comfortable in the time, which is fine, because either it's fine. But if you don't get enough sleep, it also indicates that maybe you're feeling stressful, like you're thinking stressful thoughts before you go to sleep, or you just don't get enough sleep. But if it's because you're facing something in your life, like worrying or stress from college, basically stress is obviously not a good thing. Stress causes so many problems. Just so many problems. And then so basically your well-being is strong, but you need to improve your energy levels. You need to start trying new things, and you need to cope with stress in different ways to improve your lifestyle and overall well-being. Okay, so now I'm going to tell you like 5 things you can maybe try to make things better. Okay, so obviously one of the problems we found was that your diet. Within your diet, because of your BMI and your body composition, you don't want to risk obviously going over that, because it could be easier, because you said you didn't have the diet, and obviously a bad diet can lead to weight gain, and then weight gain will obviously mean that you go over your benchmark, and then but going over your benchmark puts you in a range where you get all the risks of being overweight, basically. And of course, being overweight can increase the risk of heart disease, stroke, type 2 diabetes, and certain cancers. So basically, to make sure to prevent any of this, just start trying to have a balanced diet. Basically, you need to eat 5 portions of fruit and vegetables. So, fruit and vegetables a day. You need to base your meals on higher fibre, starchy foods like potato, bread, rice, or pasta. And then have some dairy or dairy alternatives like soya drinks, like drinking milk and stuff. Eat beans, fish, eggs, meat and other protein. Choose unsaturated oils and spreads and eat them in small amounts. So you can try and start fitting this into all your meals day. Try not to snack unhealthy foods in between. Keep track of your calories and try and make your plates of food look like this. Yeah. Like that. And then doing this will make you feel better in yourself as well, of course. Okay, so you obviously say that you like what you like. You don't really try new things or you're interested in new people, which is fine, but it'll stop you from meeting new people and you'll stop you from meeting people who want to support you, and it can also stop you from finding something that you love, like finding a new sport that you love. So basically, you can try something new with friends, try and make it fun. You could try going surfing or going on a hike here, because obviously there's loads of places to go. You can even try a new wrestling, like MMA, like Kung Fu or something, if you wanted to. So try and change it up a bit to keep your motivation as well. You also said that sometimes you stress over college. So basically, obviously stress isn't good. I said it before. I don't think you need me to say it again. So basically, what I'd recommend is just making a homework plan. So basically, spreading it all out on the days, so you don't stress yourself into keeping it all to one point. And then you can even try, and for any other stress reasons, you can try relaxation techniques like breathing, meditation. And then obviously you need to drink more water. We said it before, because mild dehydration is not good. It can even make you dizzy, headaches, tired. That obviously won't help with your energy levels either. So basically just try, you can get a bottle, make sure it's like a litre or a litre and a half, make sure you know how much is in there. Try and drink 3 of them a day, 4 of them a day. Just keep track of what you're drinking, basically. And then obviously, for the last one, just keep track on everything. Keep track on your exercise, keep track on your diet, keep track of your homework, keep track of your water, keep track of everything. Because then you know you're going to make progress. If you're weighing yourself every week, that's a good way to know you're making progress. It's a way to know you're not just doing this for no reason, you know? Yeah. So it keeps your motivation up and makes you feel good about yourself. Okay, thank you so much for coming and doing all the interviews and everything. So, yeah, alright, bye.